Friends with Elephants joining us live, presented by the Greater Columbus Arts Council. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
And it is the album release show tonight over at the Rumba Cafe. We'll hear about who else is performing, how this all came together, where it all started. And we're going to get started with the song first, and we'll come back and chat with the guys. Tell us about this first one.
This song's called I'm Your Fool, and it's not on the EP, which is maybe a foolish move, so somehow it works. But it's a fun one.
All right, here we go. Friends with Elephants, live from Studio A.
Fool. Nice. Friends with Elephants, live from Studio A. And tonight's their EP release at the Rumba Cafe. And
couple other groups performing tonight as well, right?
Yeah, really excited. My friend Simon Molnar, who is super talented and has a podcast that I was on that I have never listened to and will never. But he's great. Him and Trevor have that podcast. And then, so it's his band. And then Aaron Plain and Tall, who Aaron is also a buddy, and he's in Good Reverend, which is another one of my favorite locals.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, we'll do a ticket giveaway for the show, couple pairs, and after the next two songs that they do for us. Well, tell us about the EP, who you recorded it with. Was it all done in Columbus?
Yeah, at Relay Recording with John Finnell, who is also a good buddy. I used to play bass in his band, and he's just awesome. And so we decided to do this EP with him, and it was just a delight. He's hilarious and just like really good at keeping the mood light while also just being super professional. So a lot of the guitar tones and stuff, specifically on the EP, he was like, spent a long time like really being very deliberate on. So really grateful to have had that opportunity.
And again, that show is tonight at the Rumba Cafe, 7 o'clock doors. I believe music gets started at 8. And what's the name of the EP? We've been playing Lightning Bug. That's the only song we have. So we're going to hear, I'm sure, something new.
It's called Horse.
Okay.
And it's named after a song that is like a minute long. And it's the first one. But it's powerful, though. I think it packs a punch. So, yeah, it's the first one on the EP. So, I mean, it's only a minute long, too. So if you don't like it, just turn it off,
Just go to track 2.
Yeah.
And then 3.
Mm-hmm.
And so on. But it's Friends with Elephants live from Studio A. And if you can't watch now, we're also live on Facebook and YouTube, but it'll be on our website. If you can't watch it now and you're tuning in, you can check it out later at wcbe.org. We'll do a ticket giveaway after this next song. And what's it going to be?
This song's called Hound Dog. It's also not on the EP. But I really like it. Well, we were gonna do.
I'm glad you're pushing this new album.
Well, we were gonna do it. The thing is, the EP is very heavy, and the last song that we do is always our closer, and it's like very, very loud. But this song is like the opposite. Those are that song is the peak, and this is the valley. But I think I think the listeners will enjoy it. It's a cool. It's kind of more of an alt country vibe, and
All right.
I really like it. So.
All right, here we go. Another one live from Studio A, Friends with Elephants.
Put my eggs in your basket. Not one hatched, but our mix is matched. And I got attached, sure enough. Thick as thieves, dim as rum. I called you pal, and you called me chum. We always had a tune to hum, but you never asked me why I was so glum. You old hound dog, you old scoundrel, just the sound of your old howl gives me goosebumps. And in a few months I'll be throwing in the towel. We had some laughs, but after that, the aftermath came again. disregarded the alarm. You old bastard, where have you been? Thought I'd never see you again. You old fool. You old scoundrel. You old hound dog.
Friends with Elephants, live from Studio A, presented by the Greater Columbus Arts Council. Let's do our first ticket giveaway at 614-821-9223 for the show tonight at the Rumba Cafe, and with Simon Molnar and Aaron Plain and Tall.
Mhm.
Right? 7 o'clock doors. Well, tell us where everything got started. Tell us about the beginning of Friends with Elephants.
Well, so I've been writing songs for a long time, and I'm the last remaining original member of the band because I'm insufferable. We've former members are great friends of mine. Nick Allen was our first drummer. Cameron Reck is fantastic. He's in Jinx the Fox. Nick's in Conversion Delay and Silvis. We've had Wib Schneider was our lead guitar player, who you probably know all of these people. It's kind of formed more and taken a different creative direction, so I've been writing all the songs up to this point, but we're trying to get more collaborative with it because all of these guys are super talented also.
Gotcha.
So.
And these guys, Ross.
Mhm.
I
I call him Roscoe. We got Ross on the drums, David Jost on bass, and Mike Stokes on lead guitar. David and Mike are both in Wax Teeth, which is another fantastic local band.
We got good stuff going on here in Columbus.
Oh,
you
man.
know?
It's great. Absolutely.
And well, you just had a milestone birthday. You celebrated
I did.
something over at Ramblin' House.
Yeah. I'm the big 3-0, and I like it a lot. So far, much better than being young.
Yeah.
I prefer it.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And that's Ethan. He didn't introduce himself, so I'm doing it for him. Benton.
Ethan Benton, that's me.
Ethan Benton with Russ, David, and Mike together. They are Friends with Elephants. And the show is tonight at the Rumba Cafe. And we'll have one last pair of tickets to give away after this song that they take us out with. And thanks again, guys. Good to see you.
Thanks so much for having us. Really appreciate you, Mike and Ryan, as well. Thank you.
Thanks.
This one is Lightning Bug, which is the one you guys have been playing, and thank you so much for that, too.
You are welcome. Sounds great.
Sorry, I got new strings and I'm still tuning.
That's live radio. Again, we're on YouTube and Facebook Live. And if you can't watch it now, you can check it out later. But we're live in Studio A this afternoon. And after this song, Lightning Bug, we'll do that giveaway.
Alrighty, you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hurry up, you guys.
Are
No.
you talking to your strings?
Yeah, I was. talking smack and lacking shame. Inside was a frightened boy in the middle of a hurricane. She and I got married in Chicago, unafraid of the violent nights. Took a ride on the river in a sailboat, illuminated by the city lights. She and I were dining in the night when I took a bite of a lightning bug. Couldn't tell he wasn't my lunch, 'cause he wasn't lighting up. Took a bite of a lightning bug. Couldn't tell he wasn't my lunch, 'cause he wasn't lighting up. I took a bite of a lightning bug. If I noticed it wasn't my lunch, then I would not bite him up. She and I were dining in the night. I took a bite of a lightning bug. He didn't mind, he took it in stride. What a guy he was. I took a bite